guys, it's Heather and I'm outside with Amy and Brad Herzog, and we are talking about an amazing way you can travel this summer that's going to decrease your stress but make it more fun for you and the kids. So believe it or not, this is actually a very affordable thing as well. But before we get into that, Brad, tell us, what are we standing in front of right now?
This is a 30-foot Winnebago Vista. It's a 2017 model, and there's all kinds of models out there, everything from $6,000 pop-up trailers to $500,000 land yachts. This is sort of a middle of the road, so to speak, version, and it's got a lot of amenities. We're standing right in front of something that's sort of the ultimate tailgating center behind us. There's a refrigerator, there's tables, there's a sink, there's a flat screen TV outside. We also have 2 flat screen TVs inside, and they really use every inch of space in these RVs these days. We sort of describe it as John Steinbeck meets James Bond. They really are. It's really incredible technology that they use.
And it's so cool, and you guys really know what you're talking about because this is your 17th year touring kind of the United States in an RV.
Yeah, we've done it every summer for 17 years. The first 10 of those years we did it with our kids, everything from infancy to pre-adolescence.
Wow.
And then they've been at summer camp for the last several years, so we do it just Amy and I. It's sort of a second honeymoon every summer. And it's a great way to travel either way, whatever phase of life you're in, whatever your budget is. There's lots of different options.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned budget because, Amy, this is actually a very affordable option, is it not?
Yes, I mean, well, one of the great things about RVing that we really like about it is that you can be very much in control of your vacation. So, for instance, one of the huge expenses in a vacation is dining out, especially with a family. But in an RV, you can opt to dine out, but you're not obligated to dine out because, of course, you have your kitchen with you. And it's, the other advantages are you can go grocery shopping, you can have healthy snacks with you. And if gas prices go up, you can choose to go slightly closer to home. So there's a lot of flexibility involved. That way you're a little more control of your expenses as well.
Awesome. We don't have to deal with airlines. We don't have to deal with hotels. This is great. And I know we saw some of the amenities outside, but we're actually going to take it inside. Alex is going to join you to see all of the offerings inside, which are pretty amazing. So check it out.
Thank you so much, Heather. Well, I'm super excited to be inside air conditioning in this beautiful Winnebago. And guys, you've been doing this, as you told Heather, for 17 summers. That's incredible. So why do you think this is the best way to travel?
We're about to come up on the 4th of July here, and I think it's all about freedom. It's the freedom to spend quality time with the people you care about, the freedom to travel at your own pace, on your own terms, very comfortably, and the freedom to really immerse yourself in America, celebrate America rather than just passing through it. There's a big windshield on this RV, and I always think of it as sort of a movie of America playing in front of us. And anytime you want, you could stop the film and enter the picture. And that's a magical feeling.
That is magical. You sort of have control of your own destiny in a sense. You're in control of your trip, you're in control of what you see, and you can also show your kids the things that you want them to see too. And traveling like this is awesome for kids, isn't it?
Absolutely. I think that's why it's become increasingly popular because it's just a great way to travel with family. I mean, our 2 boys who were at summer camp this summer, they had reached their 48th state by the time they were 10 years old. And, we kind of called it education disguised as entertainment because they just had such a blast in it. And I think one of the reasons it works is because you have all the comforts of home. Kids can sleep in their same bed every night. You've got room for their diapers and their toys or a pack and play. You've got a full kitchen so you can make healthy snacks, and it's just much more comfortable way to travel.
Well, and with all of these different amenities and all of the different switches and things on the RV, people might think, do I have to be a super genius to operate one of these things? But you really don't have to, right?
No, I am proof of that. I am possibly the least handy guy in the world, and I can handle doing this. It's very easy. The technology is such these days that it's just a push of a button here, a hook up of a thing there. We hook up our sewer and our hose and our electric in about 4 minutes every time we park at an RV campground. And even the driving I find very easy. You got a great view of the road. You just have to pay attention, but you want to be paying attention. So really anybody can do it.
Great point. And there's a lot of space, and you mentioned some of the amenities and some of the features. You actually showed us a bed that actually comes down at the front of the RV. It's incredible how much space you guys have here.
Yeah, I mean, they really maximize the space. There's all sorts of hidden little gems in an RV. There's a loft bed that drops down from the ceiling in like 2 seconds. The dinette turns into a bed. The sofa turns into a bed. So you really can sleep a pretty big family, and then everything gets kind of tucked away once you start hitting the road again. There's little pantries and cabinets in every little space. So they do maximize that space.
Well, and the fact is, and I think you mentioned this with Heather too, anybody can do this. And you guys have been traveling around all over the country. And what do you think's next for you?
Well, you know, we pick a different section of the country every year, so next year we'll do a different section of the country. But on this particular trip, it's a 50-day trip around the West. We're coming up, we're going to Grand Canyon, we're going to Las Vegas, and we're going to see the Beatles Cirque du Soleil show. We're going to Oregon, we're going to see a Shakespeare festival there. Seattle, the Redwood Trees, Crater Lake National Park. It's the 100th anniversary of the National Park Service this year. We're sort of celebrating that by visiting them and celebrating them.
See, you can't do that waiting in an airport terminal. I mean, you can't learn all about the history and visit all these beautiful places at your own pace. And the fact is, there's a lot of resources out there for people too. Where can people go if they really want to sort of dive in and really start getting educated about this?
There's a lot of ways to get started. One thing you can do is go to an RV show. They're all around the country and walk around RVs. But go to GoRVing.com. That's a great resource to find out the itineraries you could do, the different models you could drive, the places you can go, road recipes. It's a great way to learn about the RV experience.
Wonderful. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I think I'm about ready for one of those beers outside. It's really hot. I want to thank you so much for coming and joining us, and we'll give everybody a little bit more information about what they can expect and where to get more info about you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
As they were just saying, for more resources about traveling with an RV, log on to GoRVing.com or follow their account on Twitter as well.